Because of the mysterious disappearance of Honorable Yussuf, before we go into those details, a body was found and the doctors did a postmortem, and the doctor is present. He'll give us the results for the whole world to know before we comment about it. Daktari.
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Daniel Zuriel. I'm a pathologist. I've been a pathologist for the last 17 years. And on Monday, the 21st, we traveled with a colleague and the family and the police and advocates and went to Wajir to conduct a post-mortem of a body that had been found 2 days before that in a body of water. We did conduct the post-mortem and found that the subject had died due to injury to the head. We call it blunt trauma to the head. Subsequently, because the body was significantly decomposed and we could not get fingerprints or any other form of identity, it was decided the only way to confirm who it is was to do DNA testing. To do the DNA, then we collected samples from the deceased or the decedent. We did collect samples from the mother of Mheshimiwa and also the brother to Mheshimiwa Yussuf. We delivered the samples. On behalf of the family, I delivered the samples to Kemri. They have a special lab for human identification, and our results came in by the end of yesterday. Thank you. The results indicate that this is not Mheshimiwa Yussuf, because when we compare the genetic makeup of the deceased, did not match with the mother of Yussuf and did not match with the brother. And for control, we checked the DNA match between the living brother of Yussuf or the present brother of Yussuf who is with us and the mother, and it was 99.9%. The conclusion is that the body we had conducted the autopsy was not the body of Mheshimiwa Yussuf. Thank you.
To lay basis over this matter, Mheshimiwa was abducted in Nairobi. There could be no way he could have been taken to Wajir. We pressed in court that an habeas order be issued for the government to produce Mheshimiwa. The eyewitness, the taxi driver, identified that the people who kidnapped Mheshimiwa were armed with AK-47 rifles. The CCTV footages that the family has been looking for, the state has refused to provide those CCTV footages. The police are simply saying they don't have Mheshimiwa. We have demanded for the data of the telephone handsets. The state has refused to offer. When we became so hard in court, they made an application for this court to terminate this matter. We objected vehemently, and the judge agreed with us and said we were to proceed yesterday. On Sunday, the state announced that a body has been found in Wajir. The state hired a chopper, took the chief government pathologist. The family hired their own pathologist. DNA tests were done. We appeared yesterday in court and told the court to adjourn. We wait for the results today. Today, the family pathologist has brought results from Kemri, a government facility. The government has not produced the results. We are putting the government on notice that if they did not bring the results simply because they want to cook the results, we have already the results from Kemri that are conclusive that Mheshimiwa is not the body that was there. I have very firm instructions from the family that that body was a decoy that was taken there so that it will be that Mheshimiwa is dead and he has been buried. Therefore, the matter becomes an investigation called an inquiry, an inquest. We are not going to take anything small or less than the government to produce. Alive or dead, Mheshimiwa, you can see millions of people who have come to Milimani law courts in solidarity with Mheshimiwa. We thank very much the two members of parliament who are present. They will also address their people for making sure that peace is prevailing, even at this time when the whereabouts of Mheshimiwa is not clear. Lastly, we urge the Inspector of General Police to produce Mheshimiwa Yussuf alive or dead. Wakili aliyekwenda pale atazungumza kwa Kiswahili.
Kwa majina naitwa Mca Beri. Mimi ni mmoja wa mawakili ambao walienda mpaka pale Wajir na kushuhudia ile operation, postmortem operation ambayo ilifanywa katika ule mwili uliopatikana katika ile bawa ama dam ambalo liko pale Wajir. Ni kwamba tulikuja mahakamani na ikumbuke kwamba Mheshimiwa aliweza kutekwa nyara tarehe 13 mwezi wa Septemba. Sasa imepita kama mwezi na Mheshimiwa hajapatikana. Sasa pale mahakamani ile tumefanya kwamba ni maombi ya kusema kwamba taasisi za serikali zimlete Mheshimiwa akiwa hai ama amekuwa kama amefariki. Na idara ya serikali AG na DPP waliweza kuleta maombi kwamba ile kesi ambayo tuliwasilisha pale mahakamani iweze kusitishwa sababu hawakuwa na chochote cha kusema, lakini court ikasema kwamba la hasha, lazima kesi iendelee mpaka tamati. Baadaye ndipo Jumapili mwili uliweza kutupwa pale Wajir, ikizingatiwa kwamba kutoka kwamba pande ya serikali kwamba ule ndio ulikuwa mwili wa Yussuf. Lakini chembe zimechukuliwa za huo mwili na pia swabbing ilifanyika katika wale mama wa Yussuf na ndugu wa Yussuf, ambapo imedhihirika kwamba ule mwili uko pale sio wa Yussuf. So pale mahakamani tumeenda tukasema kwamba sisi tunataka kuendelea na kesi ndipo tuweze kupata ukweli kwamba Mheshimiwa Yussuf yu wapi, kwamba ule mwili ulikuwa pale ulikuwa tu umewekwa ili kutufumba macho kwamba ndio mwili wa Yussuf, lakini Yussuf penye popote pale ako ni kwamba tunamtaka, na ndipo maana tumeenda mahakamani kusema kwamba Yussuf lazima aletwe mahakamani akiwa hai ama amefariki, ndipo tuweze kupata ile protection ya sheria. Kumbuka hivi karibuni tumekuwa na utekaji nyara kwa kiasi kikubwa sana. Watu wanatekwa nyara, baadaye unasikia kwamba hawakupatikana ama miili yao imerushwa pahali ambapo hatuelewi. So ni kwamba tunataka hii kesi iwe ndio ya kulete haki katika na kumaliza ile uhasama ambao imekuja kwamba utekaji nyara uweze kuisha. Ndipo tutakuwa tunawakilisha hiyo maneno kotini kesho mida ya saa 8, na kumbuka upande wa serikali na mashtaka ulikuwa unasema kwamba wapewe muda zaidi ili waende kuchunguza. Lakini huu uchunguzi umeenda kwa muda sana, na tunasema kama mawakili na kama familia kwamba ukweli udhihirishwe kwamba Yussuf ako pahali na aletwe mahakamani ikiwa ameletwa kutoka pale amefichwa. Hiyo ndio tutakuwa tunaendelea nayo pale mahakamani, ndipo tuweze kumaliza.
It's a sad day that we are here because we've come a long way as a country to address matters extrajudicial killings, and especially from the region that we have come from. We've handled many cases like this before, and I'm saddened that these are things that have been existing, and rarely do we get the justice that we deserve. I'm proud that the community has come out. What matters is that we do not remain silent in the face of injustice. We stand with the family of Yussuf, and we stand with the families of every other Kenyan, including that body that was found, whom we don't know who it belongs to. Because if we remain silent, then today it's Yussuf, tomorrow it could be us, especially as leaders. It's happening to fellow leaders like us. It's a concern, and we are not asking for any favor. The Constitution is not a storybook that was written to narrate to us. It was written there to protect the interest of both criminals and the righteous. So we are demanding for quick answers, and we hope that we'll get to see the best feedback that every family is anticipating for.
As human rights defenders, as civil society organizations, and as lawyers, we are extremely dismayed and perturbed by the continued forceful disappearance of Mca Yussuf. This is a clear indication of the deteriorating situation of human rights in this country. And what is completely disturbing is that this state of human rights, the deteriorating state of human rights, is orchestrated by government security agencies. What we are witnessing today is a government that is operating, a government that has made its modus operandi to abduct and to engage in extrajudicial killings. This is a situation that we cannot allow to continue to have in this country. As individuals, as Kenyans who respect the rule of law, we have come to court today and have been in court for several days to demand that justice be done to Mca Yussuf. If anyone has even an iota of evidence of his wrongdoing, this is where they should bring him. Forceful disappearances have no place in modern day Kenya. And we shall continue to work with the lawyers, with the leaders, with the family and community to ensure that justice is done. And those individuals who are behind these abductions, your days are numbered. Kenya is changing, and we shall not continue to have these kinds of atrocities being committed to Kenyans. And we shall continue to work with everyone until justice is done. Tomorrow we'll be back here in court. We are urging Kenyans to strongly continue supporting the family and the community so that we can show our stand, because tomorrow it's Mca Yussuf. Today is Mca Yussuf, and tomorrow it shall be you. If we remain quiet when one of us is being violated, tomorrow we will have no one to stand for all of us. So we remain vigilant, and we let the government know that Kenyans shall not again allow their rights to be trampled on by the same security agencies that are supposed to protect them.